Seth Rollins retains the World Heavyweight Championship, but at what cost? He left holding his knee, left being assisted out of the ring, and they might throw into the air any Royal Rumble or WrestleMania plans for Seth Rollins. We're going to get to this story in just a second. What's up, people? My name's Mex, the WrestleManiac, if you will. We're back again with another installment of The E alongside my co-host, Anafi.
Yo, what's good, guys? What's going on, man? Always look forward to the E in the week, man. I'll say, in terms of matches, in terms of like stuff that's happening in the E, it's been a fun week to talk about stuff. So let's get into it, man.
Yeah, it's been a busy week with stuff all across the board. I think we've got stories today from news. We've got news stories. We've got obviously what happened on Raw and SmackDown. We're including NXT. We got our throwback section as well. But we'll start with the Seth Rollins story.
Yeah.
Before we get into that, in fact, everyone that's coming in watching live, love for joining us. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well. Royal Rumble watch along tickets, they are available, still running out, but still available. So grab hold of them if you want to come and join the Mandem watching the Royal Rumble, as well as Basement Grooves the day after as well. All at Loading Bar, Stoke Newington. So if you're in London, North London area, East London, West London, wherever you want to come from, the tickets are there. So come and join us in it. Yeah, man. Seth Rollins. What did you think of the match with Jinder, firstly?
It's a Seth Rollins match that you expect. Give us hope that the person's gonna win. But when they threw in the chair and after the whole thing happened with what's it called? What's his Mandem called outside the ring?
In the chair.
In the chair, yeah. I thought he was gonna win. No, not thought, but I had that hope, a little hope. But I was like, nah, Steph's not gonna lose like that. Then eventually, yeah, he went through, done his finish. Seth kicked out, and after, yeah, Seth got the win. But I think it's more of a thing where, like, okay, cool. Seth couldn't go down that way. Seth could not go down that way for sure. So yeah, it was a bit. I don't know. Jinder's Jinder, innit?
Yeah, like I think as I always say, his presentation is very good. On like we've seen before. Yes, it was maybe 6-7 years ago. Because of how he looks and how they can present him and the bells and whistles around him, they can pull the trigger on him at any moment. And following obviously all the Tony Khan stuff that happened last week, you could have said that maybe they could have pulled the trigger on him on this night, just because, you know, the internet's talking about him. He's a hot topic sort of thing. When he came out with In the Sheer immediately, I felt, okay, nice, because it's like, we're never really going to believe Jinder's going to get the job done against Seth. So immediately he's got 2 extra men to help him. Now, in hindsight, maybe I would have liked them to just come in later on rather than from the beginning, because then you probably would have really thought, like, oh my God, that Jinder's going to do it again sort of thing.
Yeah.
There was the Colossus. When he hit his finisher, the Colossus.
Yeah.
It was done. I can't lie.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins pulled out a 2.8 kick out sort of thing,
which is annoying. Like I said, it's a normal Seth Rollins pattern. Like, get me all the way to the mountain, sell me a dream. I think, yeah, he's gonna win. Kick out. It's Roman formula, but it was that got me. It really got me. Because same with the feed Randy Orton.
Yeah, that's true.
Same with the feed Randy Orton. So I thought, yeah, maybe we might get here, but yeah.
I thought it was a little disappointing in how Jinder went down with just one stomp.
Yeah, something. Yeah.
We built him to be a challenger for the world title. Although, yes, many of us don't really believe it. You could have at least made it, you know, at least 2 stomps at the very least.
2 stomps, yeah. A 2 stomp, maybe a pedigree, maybe one more interruption, then he kicks him out, and then he gets into it. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Yeah, this whole I can't lie. This Damien, can we just talk about Damien Priest coming into matches when Seth? Look, 1-2 teasers is enough, but now it's just becoming like, what? Like, I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of it now. Like, he comes in.
I really think that they aren't doing him any favors in terms
none
of
whatsoever, man.
General perception with this thing. Whether they want us to believe he's actually going to cash in and be successful, or are they making it? It looks like they're beginning to make him a bit silly, like Austin Theory was last year.
Yeah,
it doesn't look like, you know, Damian Priest.
It doesn't at all, man. And it's like Damian Priest's eyes are set on Seth, but at the same time he's beefing. Like, cool, I get that you can have stories outside, but the whole Drew thing doesn't. I don't know why is Drew. I don't know. I just can't be bothered, man. It's just cash in already. Just cash in and let's just see, man. Let's cash in, bro. Like, and he shouldn't come to Romania holding that briefcase to come and cash in against Seth. Kiss my teeth, man.
It was you that said that he should cash in at Mania and run down the thing.
Should be the final, like, that's the dessert, the icing on the cake of the year. If he cashes in at Mania, it will be epic. But even now, I don't think it will be epic anymore. I think it'll be sick. But after all the stuff he's been doing here, back and forth, I don't know, man. Hey, remind me, did Seth walk around? Did Seth do this when he had the towel? When he had the briefcase?
Seth did. Yeah, Seth did. But at the time, Seth's character was a cowardly heel. So he was walking around. He had J&J security. He was taunting people. The security were taking bumps for him and all of that kind of stuff. So it worked more because his character was more defined. We've got Damian Priest on the other hand, who is here trying to do big and bad, Judgment Day leader, but he can't cash in a briefcase. You see what? So that's where the disconnect comes. It's like in one domain, you want us to take his character super seriously, and in the other domain, he's moving like an idiot.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not working for me really.
Neither for me.
But yeah, during this match, we saw Seth Rollins. It was off the back of a lion salt, like off the ropes, a springboard moonsault. It looked like he hit his knee pretty rough. He finished the match, he won, he was escorted out. Now, this is a real injury. I can only hope he's actually not injured or it's not severe, because there's too much, like, we're on the road to WrestleMania.
There's too much at stake.
There's too much at
steak, medium rare steak.
There's too much at stake. For my man to go down right now. And he's missed the WrestleMania before when he was champion, which was awful. Last week he talked about, for the first time ever, he's going to walk into WrestleMania as a champion. So God forbid this is something that holds him back. But they said he needs to go for an MRI, and that's the only time they're going to know the severity. If it's serious, yeah. I think already, like, Royal Rumble, he doesn't have a match, I don't believe. No, just let him sit out. Let him sit out for the next 2 weeks. Doesn't need to be in the Rumble or be on the pay-per-view at all. And then we just kind of go from there.
I think sit out all the way into Elimination Chamber, because I think Elimination Chamber will definitely be featured. But myth, man. Or I don't know, maybe drop the title. I don't know, drop the title.
Dropping the title is definitely an option. Like if it's severe, then they could do something like the Rumble is for the World Heavyweight title.
Oh, but then again, what does that put everyone else?
They could do. They could give it to someone like Drew. And then they do maybe like a Drew Punk at Mania or something like that. It literally has to go for this MRI and come back, and then you see, where he lies with this. Yeah. That's the only way. But yeah, big up everyone watching live. Big up Ola. Yeah. He says the E. He says the match was patchy. We got there in the end, didn't it? Yeah. Got there in the end. So. Yeah, big up Glody. He says match wasn't the greatest, but the Colossus near fall got me. Yeah, that was great. Yeah. So yeah, some good stuff happening in that main event. But Seth is still the World Heavyweight Champion. Let's in fact, we started talking about Mr. Damian Priest. Let's just continue this quickly. We've seen R-Truth. R-Truth has come back.
Okay, can I just say, before you go? I think
go. I want to hear your opinion on R-Truth. R-Truth.
Okay, round of applause. It's nice to see R-Truth on our TV giving us bants. The whole money thing was jokes. Hilarious. I think that this could benefit R-Truth a lot, because it's like slightly touching into like the same storyline as Sami Zayn into the bloodline. And I'm sure that as time goes on, if the story, I don't know if the story is still there by Mania or half the year, I'm sure R-Truth will probably turn it up in terms of his seriousness, because of his character. Maybe one day Damian Priest is like, yo, you need to be serious, man. If you want to join the Judgment Day, you need to be serious. Obviously, the funny thing is still there, but it's not there as much. So this could potentially help R-Truth. I don't know what it does for Judgment Day or Damian Priest or the other guys, but I think this could definitely help R-Truth for sure.
So for me, yeah, I'm happy to see R-Truth back. I thought this would be like a one and done. We've clearly seen that he's money because he is the top merch seller in the company with 2 R-Truth Judgment Day-esque shirts. So they're not going to change anything because he's making them money. He's above Roman, he's above Cody, he's above Punk, he's above Cena. Like all of these guys, he's selling more. They've kind of brought that T-shirt story to the actual screen in what we saw last night. I didn't like it at first. I thought, oh, this guy's watering down Judgment Day. Like, I want Judgment Day to remain, kind of serious sort of thing. And he's making them a bit funny. Yes, it's like the Sami Zayn stuff, but I don't feel like the Sami Zayn stuff was so well done in what was actually defined as a serious faction in the bloodline. Whereas Judgment Day are a bit floating right now. They're doing a lot of good things, but, at the same time, they don't have as that rigid structure like the bloodline did. And I just feel like R-Truth is making it a bit too jokey. Anyway, in recent weeks, in the last 2 weeks, I'd say, I think I've clocked what's happening. Because if you remember early doors, Damian Priest said, I don't like this guy. He gave him a clothesline and everything. But Damian Priest is now the one kind of showing the soft spot for R-Truth.
And laughing and,
I think they are using R-Truth to get Damian Priest over. I think they're maybe going to turn him face. Like him and Rhea, even when him and Rhea greeted on the show, it was like, Priest, Rhea, like, and that's it. And they moved off in separate directions. Like, I think he's going to be the soft spot almost. Judgment Day might kick him out, and then Damian Priest gets over as a face, maybe to help facilitate the usage of that briefcase. I don't know. But it's just very weird, their dynamic after the initial dynamic, which was get this guy away from me, and now it's almost like he's got a bit of
coming to arms.
Like even during the match, I think he choke slammed R-Truth.
He choke slammed, but he was like, and he was upset that he done it, and he was like,
he was looking at R-Truth outside the ring, like, you made me do it, sort of thing. I told you not to tag in. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I do see that because I remember in the first there was a lot of like not resentment, but there's a lot of like, yo, what are you here for? That it's not a joke thing. But I don't know if R-Truth does turn face. Are we looking towards to getting a face another face champion run with that? Okay, I'm just expecting he beats
R-Truth.
Not R-Truth. Damian Priest. I'm suspecting he does beat Seth for this title, right? And he now becomes a champion. Are we now going to see Damian Priest as a face champion? Because now that scares me, because that now makes me think, Roman's gonna hold for that. Roman's holding on to that title because they can't have two. They can't have two hill champions. They can't have two hill champions. This is scary, bro. Hey.
Yeah, I don't know whether it's a thing of, or maybe it's more like, so when he cashes in, if he's a face because of R-Truth, if he cashes in, then maybe, and he loses, it's not a successful cash in, maybe the crowd are more sympathetic, and it's not like, oh, you're a loser. The crowd are maybe more sympathetic, showing more empathy towards him. I don't know.
I can't lie. I look at him different if he cashes in and he's not successful. I can't lie. That's a waste. I will too.
Yeah, it is.
That's definitely a waste, man. Pointless, bro.
Jimmy says, big up Jimmy, he says it's going to be the reverse bloodline. Instead of the leader making everyone turn on the comedy character, it's going to be the leader turning on everyone for the comedy character. Yeah, I feel like something like that. Like, there's definitely some ties or some soft spot being developed between the two of them,
R-Truth,
and Damian Priest. Yeah, but I guess we got to watch this space. This show opened up with Cody Rhodes coming out and basically saying that, he's going to finish his story. Which I felt was very it was good with the last few weeks where Drew's been opening up and kind of whining a bit, and then Punk has come out and kind of said his referendum of what he wants to do. Cody just come out and said, like, I'm coming to finish this story, which kind of felt a bit pointed and okay, like your name really is in the hat, sort of thing, for anyone that may have forgotten. And then Drew McIntyre came out And Drew has been excellent. I'm sorry,
He's great. Like, I enjoy hearing him speak now. I enjoy hearing him speak now. I can't lie. He's great. I listen to him.
Because he has a character. His
Yeah.
character isn't I'm a Scottish man that comes up with a sword and a kill
Yeah.
and I'm gonna beat you up, Claymore kick, 1, 2, 3. He
Yeah.
actually has a character. He's a human being. He's showed his grievances. He's shown his mentals, like the spiral, like mentally, like that's why we're enjoying it. And on the mic, I've never kind of doubted Drew, but I guess we've never really seen it within a defined character. Drew comes out and he's saying, look, Cody, me and you, very similar guys. We both left after being, highly thought of in the WWE. We both left, found our way on the indies. We were so undeniable. These lot had to call us back. The difference between me and you is that I've got there. I've won.
I've finished the story.
I've finished
twice.
It. Yeah, you ain't. And they spoke about the tag team they used to be in, and all of this kind of stuff. And again, it's just Drew just making people know that I'm about, like, yes, Punk's about, Cody's about, even if you want to go as far as Gunther, but his name is still firmly in the hat, and it's not like, some of these guys, they like Nakamura. He's lost the world title opportunities and he's just here attacking people on a mad one and stuff. But Drew is still fixated on getting back to that world title. What do you think about this opening segment and that?
I thought it was good, man. I like the fact that Drew did something, that I kind of like when wrestlers do. It's like you strip the character back of the person you're talking to. For example, he was like, Cody's stupid smile is not going to take you nowhere. I was smiling bears. I was coming out doing this sort of stuff. And look what he done for me. You got what I mean? That stuff like that was cool. I like that sort of stuff. And after, even Cody's clapback of him saying like, I think he said something along the lines of like, I'm not you, or something along the lines of I'm not you and I'm going to win the Royal Rumble. But yeah, that was cool. That was cool. I liked it, man. I liked it. Like I said, Drew coming on screen right now and talking, giving us what we want to hear is great, man. So yeah, I'm here for it.
Literally. Yeah, he's cooking, man. He's and it's making like the amount of stories they're telling. Obviously, to the side of this, we saw Punk that put up a little Instagram story saying that he's gonna finish his story. He's coming back to Raw next week. He's gonna go face to face with Cody. So it's like all the main guys that are the bookie's favorite, if you like.
The main pot. You see the Champions League, the World Cup. You have that main pot. The first year pot 1, pot 2, the leaders of the pot. You have that.
Madrid, the Barcelona,
bro. Bayern Munich. What else is there? There's Man United. I don't know. They're throwing them at Man United now, but you know what I mean? Like, they're all in that pot. Man City.
Literally,
that's
pot
them.
One.
That's them. Yeah. Pot 1.
They're all scrapping. They all got words. Cody versus or Cody face to face with Punk next week, and I'm sure. We're probably not going to get Drew because Drew's got a match with Damian Priest next week.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like it's just been a real kind of treat, and people will probably still have their favorites in terms of picks who's going to win the Rumble, but it's just like everyone's kind of just keeping their name in and around it.
Quick question, no expectations, but do you feel like this could potentially be one of the best Royal Rumbles we've had ever? No expectations, I'm just saying, in terms of like the star power that we have in this and the stories, the intertwining stories that we've got with everyone in there. And I'm talking male and I'm talking female, both male and female. You think it'd be the best Royal Rumble matches?
Potentially, I really do think so. It could be, and a part of that reason is probably because they know they've got the stadium show a matter of 2 weeks later or so in Australia, and anything that boils over from the Rumble will probably be paid off in that particular arena in the Elimination Chamber. So it's they're telling good stories going in. Even on the night, we saw Gunther come out and say, longest reigning Intercontinental Champion. I had the longest time in the Rumble last year. This year, I'm going to go one better and win it. Calm. And you've got the belt around you and you're bloody Gunther, and we believe it. Like, it's one of them ones. So there's a news story that I'm going to touch on in a second, which might draw Gunther back into it. But yeah, it's unbelievable. And just to kind of switch over to the women's side of things, we saw Rhea, as she does, she's going out to go and address her division, as she says, and I love it when she puts it like that, sort of thing. And Becky Lynch comes out,
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, Becky Lynch cut a brilliant promo just saying, you know, again, me and you are quite alike in terms of
The
we were
journey,
unfavored,
where we come from. Yeah.
the journey where we're in foreign man's land almost, kind of chasing our dreams. We've both ascended to the top, this, that, and the other. And Becky Lynch admitted basically some weakness that at the minute, though, I'm chasing you. Like, you've got one up on me sort of thing. And I need to prove that I can win that world heavyweight title. No fisticuffs, no nothing. You know, after a promo leaves the ring, but it just makes you think the same way that Cody did with Drew when his last words were, "Remember when we had a one-on-one match? Who won?" And he just left the ring.
This ring,
Like, it just leaves you something to think about and to ponder on. Like, this is gonna be tight. And obviously, we've seen Rhea is kind of, I don't know to say the word is dodging, but Nia Jax has basically said, "I'm not scared of you."
I'm not scared.
And she hasn't come forward for Nia Jax, and now Becky Lynch is throwing her name into the hat. There's just contenders.
Good question. Why is no one not going for Io Sky at the moment? Obviously, we got Bianca probably, but no one's actually saying like, "I want."
SmackDown in general, it seems a bit weaker going into these Rumbles. They haven't really, like, I know Lashley has said he's going to be in the Rumble. I can't remember if Bailey said she's going to be in the Rumble, then she's going to pick Rhea Ripley and stuff like that. But that's about it. Like, no one's really talking about that. It looks like Bianca Belair is trying to just get a match with Io Sky for the title, because that would be a rematch. But yeah, they're making it Raw heavy right now, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, for sure. I look forward
Ola
to that.
says in the chat, I wonder what Triple H is surprise looked like.
Is he saying that what?
I don't know how many surprises. Do you think we're going to get much in the way of surprises?
Surprise. I think there's going to be a surprise in the women's Royal Rumble. And, bro, there's only one name I'm thinking, bro. Sasha Banks is, look, I told you this. Sasha Banks is coming at it's boss time. That's what you're gonna hear. Not even boss time. Boss time. It's boss time for real, fam. So Sasha Banks is boss time. She's gonna come through and obviously join the Rumble and probably help Bailey get get the Rumble win in it, or I don't know what happens, but she's probably gonna be on Bailey's side for that Rumble. And but it'll be good to see, even if not the Rumble, Mania. Mania's also there as well. Mania's also a great place for her to be there as well. So I see her coming in. In terms of men, Big E for sure. Yeah.
I can see Big E. For women, I think Trinity. I think we got to throw Trinity's name in there. Definitely.
Trinity.
Who else did I think?
Andrade. Jade Cargill. Andrade. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, I like that one. I like that
Jade Cargill, I'm not even that sure she shows up anymore, you know. I was nailed on this is where she was going to debut, if not NXT. I'm not even that sure anymore she shows up. I mean, she could still show up just for the fun of it, maybe get a couple eliminations, get eliminated, and go back into hiding, go back into training. But
how do you see Jade Cargill coming to WWE? How do you see her like why do you see that's the I keep thinking about this. How would you debut Jade Cargill?
The thing is, I feel like if they introduce her like now, she has to be at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Where does she fit? I don't know. Maybe a showcase match with Nia Jax at WrestleMania, or maybe
Bianca Belair. Give us that dream match.
Unless she's on SmackDown. It wouldn't be a bad thing, because right now Bianca has nothing to do, I don't see at Mania. But at the same time, you kind of probably want to build to that longer.
Yeah, true.
So I don't know. I think maybe if you get her at Mania, give her Nia Jax, or give her the women's battle royal, let her win that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't even know if she's ready to kind of go onto them stages there.
I saw her like training at the Natalia's. I don't know what they call it, like a dungeon. The dungeon. So I see her training there. So I'm guessing she's on her way in. So, but you never know, man. You'll see, man. You'll see.
Yeah, could still be early doors. As always, big up everyone that's watching live. Make sure you hit that like button. We're gonna get into a couple of news stories,
Let's
it was
go.
announced today. I think it was on Wrestling Observer Radio that Brock Lesnar is returning to TV imminently.
Imminently. That means tonight.
Imminently.
That means he's gonna show up tonight.
It means real soon.
Yeah, real
I think
soon.
probably by Monday Night Raw, it sounds like he could be back. And obviously next week's Raw is Raw before the Rumble, innit? That's the go home show. So yeah, do you see Lesnar in the Rumble? Do you see him maybe starting a program with anyone for
Brock
Mania?
Lesnar is in the Rumble to start a program with someone. If Gunther doesn't win the Rumble, then I see Gunther versus Roman being the Rumble match. I mean, being the Mania match. Sorry.
Gunther versus Roman?
No, so Gunther versus Brock. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, Gunther versus Brock being the Mania match. Obviously, there's elimination there. They're both. I'm sure they're both on the same show, right? Brock's a free agent.
Brock tends to go on Raw. Yeah, he tends to be on Raw.
Yeah, so I could see that being the situation. But Brock is definitely going to be in that Rumble. Imagine a Rumble without Brock when Brock is available. It doesn't make sense. There needs to be that spot here where everyone teams up with Brock and eliminates Brock, or someone or one of the big guys like a Gunther goes up with Brock again, and that needs to happen. So I'm guessing we'll definitely get a story out of this. Brock's definitely not winning this, but maybe definitely a story. It'll be nice to see Brock and CM Punk go face to face, though.
Yeah, that could be cool. I wouldn't bring Brock out on Raw next week. I would literally just save him for the Rumble.
Yeah.
Like, just let it be a pure surprise, something awkward. Or to be honest, he wouldn't last too long. He wouldn't be in there for ages. So let's say like number 28. You just hear Lesnar's music drop. Like, I think the place will go crazy. You still have all the big names sort of in there. I would do something like Lesnar eliminates Gunther. Like, just gets him out of there, and it's like Gunther's bare shocks because he's been in there. He thought he was gonna win it. Then I don't know who eliminates Lesnar. But yeah. Then maybe you have a scenario somewhere, I don't know if at Elimination Chamber or elsewhere, Brock costs Gunther. Ola literally just took the words out of my mouth here.
Yeah.
He says Brock costing Gunther the title at Chamber after being eliminated by Gunther at the Rumble. I mean, you could do something like that way around as well.
That's a Goldberg and Brock thing, isn't it? That's basically tit for tat.
That's what I was going for. Properly. So, yeah, do it exactly like that. So like when Goldberg jumped the barrier and costed Brock the world title against Guerrero, something exactly like that. And then at WrestleMania, because I don't need to see Brock go after the Intercontinental title. Please.
No, myth.
At WrestleMania, then you do Gunther versus Brock, and let Gunther absorb some powers over there.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Also, I think Imperium are building to like some sort of feud with New Day. Obviously, on Monday Night Raw, we had Xavier Woods blooded up from the mouth, taking on some mad match with Kaiser, throwing chairs. Like it was mad violent. And I'm guessing they're building up to that. They both injured each other's guys and whatnot. I did originally when I saw it, I thought maybe it'll be Imperium, like 3 Imperium, 3 New Day. So Big E and Gunther. But after yesterday, the way Gunther stepped back and let Ludwig Kaiser do his thing, just shows that cool. He doesn't mean part of this, but you might represent properly in it. So I think we might be getting that at Rumble.
I think Rumble might be too soon, but I do think if Big E is ready, we're definitely getting a 6-man tag between Imperium and New Day. It will have to be in America though because of Gunther's situation.
So and the only place is
Chamber.
Yeah, unless it's like on the go home, not even the go home show, but unless it's like Mania, a bit near Mania.
I think. Well, what I was gonna say, you do it sometime in February on like a main event of Raw, and then you build to Gunther versus Big E for the Intercontinental title at Mania, and maybe Big E wins it.
Oh, okay.
Because you kind of have to bring Big E back in a big way.
Yeah, big way. Yeah.
You can't just bring him back here doing tag matches. Like, I mean, you could because of looking after him, but like, I think if you do like a 6-man tag, maybe Imperium win the 6-man tag, and then you get round to Big E versus Gunther, Intercontinental title match at Mania, and he wins. This is providing we're not getting Brock versus Gunther, obviously.
Yeah. That's if that doesn't happen. Yeah,
but yeah, as that's obviously a return. This guy Roman Reigns. So the new story is that Roman Reigns is not going to be at Elimination Chamber. All this Rock versus Roman at Elimination Chamber has basically been dashed in the past week because Roman isn't actually booked for Australia show. He's not been advertised. He's not been booked. And after Rumble, the next big match, I guess, he's going to have is the WrestleMania match. So does that mean we're getting Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania?
If we don't get Elimination Chamber, then we're definitely getting that Mania. What night? I don't know, but bro, I don't know, man. This is because look, I feel like Mania should be a thing where like for example, I'm expecting CM Punk and Seth to main event Mania, or either Rhea versus I don't know whoever wins the Rumble at Mania. But I don't know, man. Bro, we just do flipping elimination. But if he does elimination chamber, what like you expect it to be the Rock and Roman? Is that what we agreed? That's what we agreed on last time, right?
If he is going to elimination chamber,
yeah, it should be Rock and Roman.
Yeah, that's what I think.
And if they're to do a Mania, it'll be Rock and Roman. How long is that match going to be? And
I don't think it's going to be very long. It won't be
steroids. 5 minutes of steroids. Walking around the ring like.
Yeah,
no, that sort of stuff.
Hogan things like I don't think it'll be long at all.
Yeah, let's see, man. Let's see, man.
I feel like I feel like this back end of Roman's run has been very disappointing. I think we'd be lying to say anything else in terms of yes, the Bloodline story is still strong and it's still a fun part, you know, when that's playing out, but generally just not being around, not even showing up just for pay-per-view matches. Like I've got to ask the question. Remember Lesnar's Universal title run when he would literally just come and go and he had no story. He would just fight somebody because they used to come up with some nonsense. He has to defend his title here. Like, do you think that's worse than Roman? Or do you think Roman's worse?
I think Brock was worse because obviously Brock didn't have anything planned. Just turn up and fight. Like some UFC fight or something like he's just like, do you get what I mean? Sign a contract.
That's what it was because he was a UFC.
You're right.
Very heavy on the UFC stuff and him coming over from there. So maybe it was almost like prize fighting sort of thing.
Do you know what helps Roman? Yeah, it's the fact that his people are still there. So he's still there, but he's not there. So Solo and Jay and Jimmy are still running around doing the madness. Put him on every now and then. Feature him on the phone, and it helps like that. But in terms of like him showing up and stuff, it could have done a bit better, man. But I'm guessing they probably want to savor it to the point where like the next time we do see him, like something will change. And when I mean something will change in terms of like a title or something within the Bloodline faction. But yeah, either way, I don't know.
His name still rings off, like you said, because the Bloodline are about. They're keeping it alive. But it's definitely not providing the best of viewing for this championship. And if he does win at Mania and continues like this in this form, trying to beat Hogan's record, it's gonna be a difficult watch with him not being around at every event and stuff. CWH says Roman is doing double shift. I told you people. So when he says double shift, I guess we're talking about
night 1 and night 2.
Roman Rock, night 1 and Roman Cody night 2. I heard someone say if they do that, it should be Rock Roman to open up night 1, and then you could do Roman versus Cody as the main event of night 2. I don't think that's a bad idea.
See Roman twice in one night.
It's never gonna happen. No. It won't be twice in one night.
So you're saying
night 1 opens up with Rock Roman.
Yeah.
And then the main event of night 2 is Cody versus Roman.
I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that. I thought you was like night one. Say, yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it, but they're never gonna put The Rock. Forget Roman. They're never gonna put
what about if they do this whole thing? It's like, it's a double main event. a double main event. So they have night one is The Rock and Roman, and another main event will be Punk and Seth. But Punk and Seth end off the night. But The Rock and Roman are before Punk and Seth.
I mean, I would be up for that. I don't mind. Mind. I'm not so pressed for Rock and Roman to go on last. At this point, I had given up on the match after last year. So we're gonna get the match now. Just give me the match in it and let's move on. But CWH says, looking at Oldis's character, it might be twice in one night. Yeah, Oldis don't like Roman.
Punishment. Get that out of him.
Gloddy says Aldis doing that to be spiteful to Roman is smart.
Yeah, I like that as well.
Yeah, Aldis has been good since he's come.
Yeah.
Just to go over to SmackDown. This week on SmackDown, we've got Randy Orton, LA Knight, AJ Styles, and the returning Roman Reigns doing a contract signing for the match that's going to happen on the next night. I always find these contract signings like, how have you announced the match, but no contract has been signed? It's happening the next night, sort of thing. But anyway, do you expect any couple here? Any? The Bloodline are going to be standing behind him. Roman's going to leave the ring. The Bloodline are going to be scrapping. They'll probably get back. Now the Roman's going to be in the ring, but like, this, I told you so. I told you all this whole finger pointing and stuff. So it's going to be the usual contract signing that WWE always give us. But do you know how they should be doing contract signings? Because I saw, you see, like back in the day, it's not even like maybe this is an idea. You see how they've done something similar in Saudi where they brought Cody Rhodes out and Cody Rhodes said hi to the people. There's a big crowd there. Everyone's losing their mind. I think they should do the contracts at press code. They should do contract signings like that. And it's away from the actual show. So then they play it back on TV like, oh, if you want to watch the contract signing live on YouTube this week, sell it like it's like a boxing match. I think Rey Mysterio and Logan Paul done something like that for their Saudi match. Yeah. And it tends to be just the Saudi shows that they're doing that for. Yeah. But like you're saying, I wholeheartedly agree. They should do that, just as like YouTube content or something.
Yeah, YouTube content,
And even if you do it as YouTube content earlier in the week and then you embed the content into the show.
Sure, like a highlight of Roman talking, that make it proper, like it's like a Ngannou versus flipping Anthony Joshua. You see what I mean? Like there's a whole table there, things in the middle, the face off. Yeah, they should do like that.
I remember, when I first started watching New Japan, like in 2013-ish or so, and before Finn Balor of Prince Devitt, he had a match with Kota Ibushi and Kenny Omega for the IWGP Junior title. And I think a week before or so, they done like the typical New Japan press conference, how it looks now pretty much when they do the press conferences and stuff. But I had never seen that before in wrestling. My mind was blown. I said, nah, am I watching wrestling here? Like, the presentation is just so proper, especially for a world title match. Like, if you did that, like, I think it will definitely give these kind of old, tired, everyone's in the ring. They're even saying now, wrestlers even say, what happens next is the contract signing sort of thing. So it's like, we have to find a way to jazz this up. From time wrestlers are taking the piss out of it, we've got to find a way to jazz these up now, I think.
No, facts, man. And I think that the backstage stuff, the YouTube content, the YouTube live stream will definitely work. Because also people are also commenting beneath as well. And obviously if they wanted to, they can invite fans to it and make it like a proper, like, I don't know, proper something in it. I think
every time they do it for Saudi, it works. Every time. Like, people are tuned in, people are watching it, and like you're saying, people are in the comments and engaging. So to bring it to these other shows would definitely, I hope at least Elimination Chamber, because that's in a different country. I hope they do something similar if they've got any big matches on that. We had a women's match, Bayley versus Belair. I think this was almost like a Belair has to beat Bayley to kind of get to EO's type situation. I thought this match was really, really good. More than ever, I'm ready for Bayley to be champion.
I'm feeling sad for Bayley, and I think that's what makes me want to be champion. Because after the match, she went backstage because I thought you guys were going to be there. And after they were like, no, we were there. And I was like, oh, man. Yeah, I felt sad, fam. But I was like, maybe, they're making her face so she can be a face champion. We're happy for her and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, it's just, I'm ready for her to be champion as well, man. I think she deserves it. She deserves it, man.
I think Bailey wins the Rumble.
Yeah, she does. She does.
Bailey, I really believe. Like, I think the women's elimination chamber is probably for Becky Lynch or something like that. I don't think Becky Lynch will win the Rumble because she's already won a Rumble before, hasn't she?
Becky Lynch, no.
I think she won it. Do you remember the year where she took like Lana's place? I think she
did she win? Wait,
I think she won that year. She must have won because didn't she win when she faced Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair? Didn't she win the Rumble?
I thought Ronda Rousey won.
Won the Rumble.
Wait, I can't. No. Let me. Do your Google. Google screen. Well, yeah. Why should I do Google?
It knows when Becky Lynch, if I say when, but if she has won the Royal Rumble, just remind us, please. But I'm pretty sure she's won a Rumble before. Yeah,
Becky Lynch won in 2019. I think that's the one you're talking about.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about. You're right.
Yeah. So I think Bailey's gonna win it. I'll call it now as well. I think Bailey's gonna do something mad to start the turn. Like she might eliminate Asuka, like on accident. She might eliminate Kairi Sane on accident or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's gonna.
She tries to save her. She's climbing after they get eliminated, and after they're looking at her like, "You're about to save me." Whatever.
Something like that. Yeah. But I think Bailey will go on to win it, and she'll say that she wants Rhea, but then like I don't know, these like were piss her off so much that she say no, like I'm going for EO, and it'll be a big kind of moment and everything like that. So I think there's some good stuff. But the match itself, Bailey versus Bianca Belair, was really, really good.
Yeah.
We'll touch on NXT because I know you're very high on the new North American champion, Obafemi.
Yeah. Obafemi. Yeah.
He's won the North American Championship within like 5 televised matches.
Yeah.
It's absolutely crazy. What's your thoughts on the new champ?
I think he's great. I think he can talk, he can wrestle, he can beat a man up. Like the times I've seen him on NXT, he's just been straight like on smoke, and that's what we need to see from these type of wrestlers. And it's like if his Nigerian accent is top notch, it's what we want to hear. We don't want to hear no Apollo Crews. Yeah, Apollo Crews.
Yeah, Apollo Crews. Yeah.
None of that nonsense, bro. Like this is great. This is what we need. The fact that he's also young as well, 22 years old, like it's great. This is crazy. This is what I said on the podcast when I said that this guy reminds me of when Brock first came in, as in terms of not the physique, not the type of person he's in terms of the way they booked him. He went out there, beat man up, and he was just damaging people. I'm ready. Give me Dragunov versus Obafemi. Do it now. Do it right now, mate. Do it now. Let's have it. Let's have it.
Let's have it.
Let's have it, mate.
It's definitely good stuff. I was just saying to A Dazzle and Gerard, like it kind of reminds me of Jade Cargill in the way that Jade Cargill came in, her little streak began, and it's like we know she's not ready for the world title right now, but she's so domineering, she's so powerful. We need to do something with her in the meantime.
Yeah.
And that's where they created the TBS title, and she was the TBS champion and went on a run there. And I feel like it's almost the same thing. Like Obafemi is a massive youth in the landscape of like smaller, still strong and athletic people, but smaller people. Like, how do we ever believe that he's going to struggle with anyone in the NXT roster? And like you said, if he can half talk right now, if he can do a good job wrestling right now, we can't insult the crowd's intelligence by not booking him straight into a title. So he took the opportunity. Dragon Lee is a small guy. Dragon Lee invited the opportunity, and he won. So I think it's like I say, the only way I can compare it is like a case of the Jade Cargill. Like it's just undeniable. We just need to do something with them for now, sort of thing, and then we can maybe figure it out later.
Now I'm excited to see him on screen, and it's also nice to see African representation done properly on screen as well. He's not got any like
playing an African.
He's not playing African. He's not overdoing it. Like even a promo of him kind of saying, "Oh, before I had this match, I went to go speak to the lady back home. The lady back home told me that I've got a chance of winning. I'm going to win this title. She never fails me, so I'm going to do what it takes to get this title." Then he cashed in, and it's like, it was great, man. It was great to see, man. It's great to see.
Yeah, great to see. He's good. He's got a bright future. They clearly see something in him right now.
Yeah.
Again, I'll compare, the Omoses and the Dabacatos that kind of skipped over NXT. I guess in the most respectful way, they're paying for it now. And it's not their fault. Obviously, management thought that bring these guys up, they're big guys, blah, blah, blah. They'll turn heads in airports. But, now we're seeing what it looks like to invest time into someone. Like I said, this guy's won this North American title. He has not had 5 matches on NXT.
He hasn't.
He's had about 4, maybe 3 or 4. Yeah. And he's here walking around with a title already. So, yeah, we obviously watch NXT tonight. We'll see maybe his first address and who comes after him and stuff like that. But
he's what you call, he's what you call hot prospects. You're given hot prospect contracts. no bonuses, no match, no appearance fees, no goal bonuses. Just a hot prospect. That alone will take you far.
Agree. Yeah, he's not a wonder kid, but he's a hot prospect.
A hot prospect. Prospect. Yeah. That's him.
Glody says him versus Dragunov 2. And after
like that, man. Man.
Yeah, it could be a great match. CWH WrestleMania in 2 years. Obafemi versus Brock. See you there.
Yeah, for sure. If Brock's still around, but I can't lie, he has to slump Brock. That has to be. That's not even a pass of the torch. That's part of the whole company. Take it.
give me the whole fire.
Give me everything. Give me your tires. I'll take it, fam. A passing of the everything, bro. The passing of Brock Lesnar, fam. That's what you're calling it, fam.
Yeah, he's only got a way to go before Mania, but hopefully they take their time with him. They don't need to rush him.
No, for sure, man.
Oh man, so yeah, that was the weekly shows. Our throwback segment now. So if you guys noticed, they've changed the set on Raw, and we were talking about this before we came live. It seems to be a permanent change from everything I've read, that this is going to be the new Raw entrance way, the LEDs and everything like that. Firstly, before we get into what we're talking about, Anafi, what do you think of that?
Absolutely pants. I'm sorry. I don't know if you've been to a WWE live. Whoever's been to a WWE live show, you know how the entrance looks. That looks like a WWE live show entrance. Just panels, come out, do a thing, whatever. And also, I think the walkway is even smaller as well. The Raw staging that I used to see back in the day were very grand. You'll see a big stage. You'll see like some sort of like broken shards or something. I don't know. Someone like when Stone Cold used to run down that ramp, that glowing ramp in Monday Night Raw back in the day. Yeah, it was absolutely immense, epic. Like you felt it. If now Stone Cold Steve Austin runs down that ramp, bro, it's so easy to get to. You're not even gonna feel it. Yeah. He's gonna have to run around the ring twice for us to be fulfilled. But I don't know, man. I'm not really feeling it, man. I'm not really feeling it, man.
So I read 2 things. One was that this is the permanent new look. The other thing was that, particularly on this show, I can't remember where they were. Arkansas, I think.
Arkansas, yeah.
Yeah, I think they said because of the weather that like people had trouble getting to the arena, so there was less people in capacity than there should have been. So maybe that they done the staging and things a bit
to
accommodate the lack of people in there. That's another theory that's going around. But we want to talk about our best stages and stuff like that in terms of Raw and SmackDown. In terms of Raw, I'm going for like the 03 times, I think it was.
With the shards. So like the corner stuff in the corner, the champion off, they had like a little TV box. Not TV box, but like it's shaped like a square. I know what you're talking about. 2003.
I can't. It's like all I remember it like if you coin it with like when Eric Bischoff debuted.
That one. The shards at the side, with the the titanium
Yes.
Monday Night Raw. Yeah. That's
that
it.
one with, and it had the nice height, because I like a ramp. I like an actual ramp, because when someone comes out, they should feel grand. They should feel like above everyone, and then they're walking down to the ring. So I really like that as an entranceway. And then obviously for SmackDown, it's the fist.
Fist,
that's what we grew up on. That's what I love. So what about yourself?
I'm with the War is War entrance.
Okay.
So the big TV screen, you've got the ramp there, and after I think after War is War, there's another ramp as well. But no, do you know War is War? That's my one. Mm-hmm. I've got a soft spot for the one in 1995 or 1996 where the big Raw was written. Do you remember that? Like a big Raw, but it was written. Like, it had Raw written in the entrance, and they come round the A. If you look at it, you'll see. I think it was 94. Yeah, it was 94. Actually, no, it's not 94. So 95, maybe around them times. 95 or 96, around them times. Yeah, it was 96. So if you type in 96, you'll see the Raw.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Big Raw. That was one of my favorites as well. SmackDown, it has to be the fist.
Yeah.
The fist or the circle, the oval, and the oval, and the oval. Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
That one. That reminded me of church.
The oval to the side.
Yeah. The oval. That reminded me of church. That reminded me of church, bro. We used to go to one.
Why church?
Because we used to go to one auntie's house after church all the time, and she'll put on she had Sky in it, so she'll put on Sky, and after the auntie's husband would basically put it on. He's not even my uncle, but auntie. He'll basically put it on the TV, and we'll watch it together, and it'll be highlights. So like WWF Experience or WWE Experience, that's what it was called at the time. We're watching it, and like, oh, sick. So that was pretty cool, man.
Good times. CWH says SmackDown 2019 wasn't too
What
bad.
that look like?
I remember it was quite clean, to be honest. It was quite clean, that one. Yeah. Let me see if I can find it. But that wasn't a bad set either.
2019. I'm trying to think what that was.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
one when Vasquez came out, Brock versus Kofi. Them times they had those. When SmackDown first went to Fox.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that was nice. SmackDown Live. Oh wait, you're talking about the? Sorry, I've got two pictures. You're talking about the one that's like that at the side. It's got like these two things at the side.
Yeah.
That was nice. That went too quick though.
Yeah.
Way too quick.
For too long.
Yeah. What was everyone else's though? Everyone else, let us know what your favorite one was as well.
Yeah, Ola said the SmackDown 2019 one.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they have good sets, and obviously as we always would say, like they used to have the themed pay-per-view sets and stuff like that, which I still wish they bring back. Just give some of these things some character rather than just absolutely slapping LED screens everywhere.
A part of me does think that is. Hold on.
Sorry, I was going to say, a Navy says he misses the 8K cameras on SmackDown in the pandemic. Remember those?
Yeah, I remember those. Yeah. They were nice to look at.
Bring back the 8K
That's
cameras.
Cool.
People were looking glossy, bro.
Glossy, yeah. Especially when Roman walking down. That was nice.
Yeah.
Proper nice, yeah. I was going to say, a part of me does feel like this whole thing of like saving, for example, Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, WrestleMania. So I say SummerSlam or even SummerSlam, but they've all got this. They've all got a stage for themselves, and I feel like that's what it should be. Like all the other shows, all the other pay-per-views can be normal LEDs, but the other show, like the big four, should definitely have staging, a big boy staging. It's like we know Full Gear is coming, right? Full Gear and AEW. We know what to expect a Full Gear, a big stage, LED if they want to, but some cogs and stuff going around.
They don't even do the cog thing too tough.
Yeah, they don't.
Full Gear Gone was in LA. They completely deserted it then. But the first year or two, it was the cogs and stuff.
Cogs,
makes sense. But Double or Nothing, the chips, the chips.
The chips were epic. Yeah.
But I don't know. It must just be like a cost that these companies just don't need.
Yeah.
Like,
to be honest, it's long because you have to get a whole like designer to design the stuff. We saw what happened at Mania. That ramp was high.
Yeah,
Whoever was on the ground floor looking up, they were looking up like this. Like it was so high. So imagine them having to do that all the time and all that sort of stuff. And I'm sure things are more expensive now. Like for you to move that around.
You probably need a whole warehouse to store it as well.
Warehouse to store that, yeah, exactly. Like they don't, I know WWE don't throw away their stuff. They don't throw away their stuff. They keep that in that warehouse. So yeah, I hear it, man. I hear it.
Yeah, but for fans, you would like it back.
Yeah.
Cool. Sure. But that's another episode of the E in the books. Obviously, NXT tonight, SmackDown next week, Raw, NXT SmackDown next week, and then we are at the Rumble. You ain't got nowhere to watch the Rumble. Come and link the Mandem. The Royal Rumble watch party is happening. Stoke Newington, Loading Bar, London. Get your tickets. If you're a member, the tickets are slightly cheaper, so become a member as well while you're at it. And then the following night, you got Basement Grooves as well, games night, drinks, music, fun times. So yeah, come through. Anything else, Anafi?
Just a quick one. Glody and Navy. Wherever you guys are from, make sure you grab your tickets. Make sure you grab your tickets. I want to meet you guys, man. I want to see you guys, man. So make sure you grab your tickets. So make sure you guys are there for sure. Please be there. Be there or be square.
That's saying at the very least, members, their ticket is different to the general public. So become a member and you can join our Discord as well and get early access to some new videos. And there is new content on the way.
It's coming. It's coming.
So the lads are working very, very hard over the past week. Our Navy says he's from Italy.
Oh man, Navy. Don't worry, man. We'll be there in spirit, man. We'll definitely catch you soon for sure. I'm due to come to Italy to watch SIW. We're gonna come watch SIW there. Like, if not this year, probably next year, for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Thanks for always hanging out with us, Navy, and everyone else in the live chat. Anyone that's gonna listen to this back as well. Big up yourselves, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button on the way out, and we will catch you next week, same time. See you then.
Yeah, peace.